Sacha Baron Cohen is famous for doing good things and not posting cringe. Or not posting things that will be just cringe in 10 years.
Before I Voice My Wife.
Has done another good thing that is also not cringe.
Before I Voice My Wife. That's that. I promise that's the last of it.
Borat fucks my wife. Is that what you're saying?
Borat voiced my wife. I am saying, good sir. A very, very not stale joke.
First of all, Cohen's very stale stereotypes of what Americans are, kind of lib. Extremely
it's a little
lib.
Bush era.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's from the UK, right? So.
He showed up at a far-right rally pretending to be a racist country singer. He leads a sing-along about injecting Barack Obama and Anthony Fauci with the Wuhan flu. He's dressed in a red button-down, overalls, and a straw hat.
What a motherfucker!
Hell yeah!
Wow,
that's the part that kind of takes it to clown levels. That I'm like, well,
yeah, almost. He always does that though. Like, have we seen the Ali G?
Yeah,
like the man is not.
But
a subtle
the thing
being.
is like it could have been believable, but it's the overalls that just like it took it over the. Like he's gonna show up there with the big old moonshine jar with 3 X's on it.
Yeah, he's got a fucking little thing of wheat in his fucking mouth. He's chewing on.
Yeah. If he just stuck with the racism, it probably worked.
Was that like the end goal though? I mean, was that the end goal though, or do you think he was trying to be purposefully so ridiculous so that way then when he left, then when he came back in a different disguise and was interviewing people, then like that was the real bit that he was trying to
here's the thing. I appreciate Sacha Baron Cohen's stick-to-itiveness to a character and a bit. And I honestly do think that he is a comedic genius. Certainly maybe not my favorite form of comedy all the time, but the length
he is definitely good at what he does.
He's a controlled Andy Kaufman.
Ooh,
good take.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I like that. The best part was that, like, after he got people singing along, the crowd turned on him, and he had security in place, and he had an ambulance on the ground that he used to do a great escape after his singing. And then
Honestly,
he came back.
So good. Good to pick an ambulance of all vehicles.
And when he came back, he apparently started interviewing organizers who were confused about what had happened. So this is a new level of guerrilla.
It's pretty good.
It's a new level of guerrilla journalism. Guerrilla it's almost this is almost satirizing the InfoWars and TPUSA stuff
he
too.
Came back dressed in a gorilla costume. It was amazing.
Right.
Oh man.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say the only bone that I have to pick with it is the song. The thing is he didn't have to go so. He really could have just used Alex Jones quotes, which we, outside of that, understand them to be very bad, a little out there, and he could
a little bit.
He could have just used those, and he would have gotten his point across. But he did kind of have to go over the edge.
Well, I mean, that is though, in terms of the lyrics being edgy. That is, of course, what our good friend Borat is known for.
Right. I mean, it's very Bill Maher era.
It's not 2012. 2012 racism isn't cool anymore.
Right.
And especially now that all the companies have realized that and have taken out all of their racist symbols, advertising, products, etc.
Practices? Wait, Zach, did they get rid of their racist practices?
Maybe. I mean, they're against racism now, so that's
but I'm
good
saying
enough,
at their companies, did they change anything, do anything?
I feel like we feel like you're seen and you're heard, Bo. We see you, we hear you. We want to make sure that we're talking to each other, at the same level. So
we are no longer going to practice our racism as well.
I see.
We're listening and we're
clearer
learning.
than ever.
Yeah, if we didn't know from the Brothers Grimsby, that's the edgiest that his humor can be, right?
To watch him kind of, be able to dunk is really like watching an NBA player go against 7th
just
graders.
ruin a fucking, like, one of those, like, red, blue, and yellow plastic shitty, Toys R Us hoops. Yeah,
just destroying it. And
fucking tearing it apart.
I think the point is that satire's dead, and really the fact that he is doing something ironically that other people do, unironically, just goes to show how far away we've gotten from Jon Stewart dunking on people in a humorous way, which we thought was like the epitome of, being woke and being politically literate in 2010.
Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like satire, like doesn't work on people who like don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jon Stewart, for turning out to just really be
Thank
shitty.
you, Jon Stewart.
Thank you, John.
We would like to commemorate this episode to Jon Stewart and his wonderful
the
legacy
victims
from
of Jon Stewart's foundation. Over 100 million people.
Watch-
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everyone, I'm Keldon.
I'm Zach.
I'm still Bo. Last time I checked.
And I'm Dennis.
I'm changing up the intro, see? Yeah, I want this podcast to be enjoyable, you see.
I mean, Lord knows it hasn't been enjoyable for a while, so I'm just glad that we have another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage ready for these fine folks this week.
Absolutely.
We've managed to successfully scare off Means TV. Nick escaped the garage. I think a little worse for wear, but overall he's doing fine.
No, come back. We have a second
and-
fridge in here.
Come on, our COVID cases were just beginning to rise. Oh, come on, babe.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, it's another beautiful week in this fantastic non-hellscape, non-hell world. How's it been going, fellas, boys, y'all, folks, gang?
The gang is in the garage.
Is that it? Is that fucking it?
Garage gang.
Garage gang.
Good, great. All right.
Okay, gang.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, shit's fucked as always, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're...
Yeah. Are you guys have plans for 4th of July?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna like
Get
lose some
blisteringly
fingers.
drunk? I mean,
I-
that's... What do I do for any other holiday, Zach?
I'm gonna like go into like super duper East Texas and like
I mean,
border
blistered-
Louisiana.
Blistered and drunk. That's the normal.
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gee, Christ. We have friends up north, we're like an hour away, that we're gonna go hang out with because they're isolated and we've been isolated, so we're gonna go drink and swim in the swimming pool and hopefully none of us have COVID.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go try and like spread COVID at
There
a
you
casino.
go. That's the spirit.
Ugh.
I literally never do anything for the 4th of July. I haven't done it for like 10 years.
But you get to say that you're doing it for woke reasons this
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
right?
I mean, it had been that for a while. Like, unlike you all, I was never like a right-wing libertarian. I've always just been just kind of annoyingly, on the
Hey
left.
man,
of
I
things.
resemble that remark,
Okay.
alright? As a white person who found out about racism last year, I've been very against it ever since, alright? Probably. Don't fact check me.
I want to let you know I've stopped practicing racism because I realized how bad it was. Okay, so I deserve recognition for that.
And you know what? You
No,
all get
I'm
pats on the
actually
head.
taking my cop supplied fireworks and going to be blowing them up in the country.
Yeah, so what is y'all's take on the fireworks conspiracy? The
Well, I
fireworks
mean-
happening.
Just like how the CIA distributed cocaine in the inner city, I think cops are now spreading fireworks. They're just same playbook.
Like I came up with this, and I think it's kind of a mix of things. So COVID-19 kind of started. It started in China around Chinese New Year, and a lot of those festivities were
Yeah, when it came from the
canceled.
lab.
Right. A lot of those festivities were canceled, so that means there was probably a overstock of all of these like cheap Chinese fireworks that have made their way over to Mexico, because that's where they always end up in Mexico. I don't know why, but everyone I know who goes to get fireworks goes to Mexico for the weekend beforehand and gets them. But so I think a lot of it has just been, there's a bunch of cheap fireworks, but also I'm not totally against the idea that maybe there are some cops doing this as some sort of weird tactic in like at least bigger cities.
Yeah, I mean, it can absolutely be both. Like, I would not put it past fireworks, people who have fireworks supply businesses to be, savvy folks, people who know the boom and bust, if you will, of business.
Yeah, I mean, here in Texas, like the fireworks stands are open for at least 3 weeks before 4th of July, and so we've already had fireworks going off. But I mean, definitely in Brooklyn, there are definitely cops that are shooting off fireworks and then using it as an excuse to create an plainclothes undercover division to address the fireworks that they're blowing up.
Yeah,
This is the worst reboot of 21 Jump Street I've ever seen.
this whole fucking last few months is the worst reboot of 21 Jump Street.
Right.
Like, damn.
It's just like, I've grown up in Mexican neighborhoods. I've lived in Mexican neighborhoods all my life. They just always have fireworks. I don't know what it is. My people just love having fireworks.
Explosions are good. My neighborhood is pretty Hispanic, and fucking just New Year's was just fucking beautiful. Just
it's like,
just
where do you
music
get fireworks for New Year's? Oh, Mexico. Okay.
There we fucking go.
That really was like the last like big holiday I think that we all had like pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
It was
Yeah.
New Year's and then like maybe Valentine's Day.
Maybe.
Come on, man.
depending on
Nobody here did anything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no.
First of all,
R.I.P. our partners. Good God.
We were probably like,
First
I don't
of all-
know, recording a podcast about fucking League of Legends or something on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you're damn right we were.
Yeah.
Get that bonus
Yeah.
content.
I did not.
First
have
of all,
a-
we're starved for human contact, and then all of our holidays are about going out and eating food with people and blowing things up, and I'm also starved for that the rest of the year. So, I'm horny for holidays.
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't have a Valentine this. I never have Valentines.
Aw,
But,
sweetie. I'll be
the-
your Valentine.
Galentine's Day, bitch.
Yeah, we are
but
slamming
the-
mimosas, blowing shit up. Like, it's gonna be a great time.
I'm blowing something, a firework, a dick, name it.
The last holiday I was supposed to have would have been my birthday, and I planned on going to the local leather bar and just enjoying the dancers and really cheap beer, but that was canceled.
God damn it.
know.
Fucking, I
Same
can't
way
believe
Dennis
COVID.
was canceled.
COVID took sundress season and leather bar season from us, and I'm not fucking having it.
God, oh man,
COVID's about to take another thing from us.
What's that?
Well, all of these. First of all, chicken wings.
Oh, fucking no.
Taking
not my
chicken wings from us.
Shit.
There is news in Miami of a local worker who has quit their job because the restaurant has changed the name of their blackened chicken wings to "I Can't Breathe."
Jesus.
Not great. Not great.
I would go so far as to say probably not good even. Hot
Yeah,
take
yeah.
off the presses.
Downgraded
Yeah,
from. It does not even clear that bar. Yeah. Yeah. No.
This is
place,
a South Florida man. Florida man is confirmed woke.
Thank you, Florida man.
thank you, Florida man.
Finally,
Yeah.
the redemption arc. Yeah, but no, this place is literally called Hole in the Wall. Yeah, one of the servers was like, "Hey, dude, this fucking sucks," and quit.
Unfortunately, he quit because he thought that was making the chicken wings SJW-fied, not because
Well, the owner
actually-
said, "We're not going to write blackened anymore. We're going to write I can't breathe," and then laughed at it.
Oh no, that's the giveaway, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, they also have like a 90% black kitchen, and
I mean, so did most plantations, Zach.
oof. It's good that the server is like looking at that and going, "What?" Because I mean, what happens if he doesn't work there anymore? I mean, he can find another job, but everybody else who isn't speaking up is clearly afraid of not
retribution.
having
Losing
a
their
job
job.
anymore.
In a fucking pandemic. Yeah, I really love the quotes from the owner and the server who split. The owner wrote in a social media post, "I want to apologize for my insensitivity and a lame attempt at humor. My intentions were never to offend or make any employee or customer uncomfortable," which is the most just robot shit, right? That's like
a copy pasted
Oh,
level
absolutely, yeah.
apology.
Like, you Googled corporate apology for racism, and fucking, there you go. To which, the server responded, I think that joke came from a place where you wouldn't find things like that funny unless you are a racist, to be honest. I just think the problem is deeper than that. It's not just, I'm sorry, my bad. And shit, yeah, like, how do you come up with that as, like, oh, like, this is a fun thing to call our blackened chicken wings? Like, you gotta be real fucking... Yeah. It's that normie kind of fucking crying, laughing emoji racism where it's just like, fucking, hey, this is in the news and doesn't affect me because I'm the only person that exists and just a consummate solipsist. Like, fucking, there you go.
Also, way to go, NBC Miami, for putting out the name of the gentleman who decided to quit, but not the name of the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah, that's interesting,
yeah.
too. I feel like everybody who, now sees Brave server name here on a fucking resume, looking for another job at another restaurant, because I guarantee you a lot of people that run restaurants are just absolute pieces of shit.
They are.
Just, yeah, not gonna hire this guy, so... Cool.
Yep. It's so good. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to, not be giving our money to racists that work at restaurants, racists that run restaurants, racists that run our food supply chain. But the good news, the even better news that I'm excited to let y'all know about is that, as worried as you are about going to the grocery store to get food during a pandemic, during a second burst of new cases in a global pandemic.
Just no refractory period. We just went right for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That there are now
Contact your doctor.
in Texas specifically. There are now 60,000 pounds of nuggets being recalled.
Dope.
But don't worry. This isn't because the workers had coronavirus. We don't test the workers. This is because there's rubber contamination. Flexible rubber materials in these chicken nuggets.
Let me just say, I don't eat meat, so this is not my concern. I'm just kidding.
Well, Dennis, then I am sad to also inform you that in North Dakota, there's been an outbreak of cyclosporiasis linked to bagged salad mixes.
Oh,
you
no.
totally made that fucking word up. That's bullshit.
It's Cyclospora is I believe a virus.
Yeah,
Cyclospora is the bad guy from Destroy All Human, or the protagonist from you're also the bad guy, but anyway.
It's spread by ingesting something that was contaminated with stool.
Yummy. Well, also wash
The
your
parasite.
Also wash your salad. Wash your
I know the salads
Wash
say
your
they're
salad
pre-washed.
before you toss your salad. It's rule number one, people.
Jesus
A.
Christ. No, it's great that all those FDA regulations that were just destroyed are definitely haven't had repercussions in the middle of a pandemic, the worst time for food contamination to occur, as our food
as we have no ICU bed. Like, didn't Houston just run out of ICU beds this week?
We're
Texas
fine.
Children's.
We're operating at 108% capacity. We're fine. Okay.
We're operating at 100% capacity. That doesn't mean that we have 100% of beds. It means they're all full, Kelton.
Oh. Well,
Well.
we're fine.
Well, no. Okay, no. Here, let me. Put
It's
on
like
my fucking
sleepaway
monocle and
camp. Who
top hat
doesn't
real
enjoy
quick.
bunk beds?
Yeah. This is the most efficient a hospital can get, ladies and gentlemen. This is the greatest return on investment, right? Fucking if this was a Monopoly Square, you're not gonna put down fucking one hospital. You're putting down 4 hospitals and turning it into a bigger hospital. I guess is what that turns into.
If we really had a free market, we would have more hospitals.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy more hospitals. Why don't poor people consider that?
The cost of entry has been just raised so high by government regulations.
Yeah, you pass go, you get that $200, and you spend that $200 on building a new hospital. I don't understand what's difficult about this.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, there's a lot of money that is being saved now by companies who have stopped advertising on Facebook. And where should all that money be going during a pandemic? More hospitals.
There you go. Yeah, I've mainly been getting ads for like niche dating sites and that libertarian kids book author. So please go back to advertising on Facebook companies. It's a weird world I'm living in now.
Unilever, Coca-Cola, Verizon, and Ben and Jerry's are some of the bigger companies. I mean, Unilever is the biggest. Unilever owns so many brands. It's one of those that chart where they have like the big circle, and it's like all these brands are owned by 5 companies. It's one of the big 5 companies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
it's
is
a game
one
of
of those
Steve
too.
Jackson's Illuminati, but the fucking core of it is just Nazi gold.
Yep. Let's see. Unilever owns Knorr, Lipton. God, there's so many. They own Ben and Jerry's ice cream. So that's what Ben and Jerry's.
But they
stuff.
had all the woke points, Zach. I thought
Yeah.
they were our friends.
They own. They don't own PepsiCo outright, but they do own Lipton iced tea. They own Heartbrand, Hellman's. They own Axe. Sorry, Bo, your Axe is woke now.
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna have to switch brands to a more racist version of body spray.
Hell yeah, Old
Surf.
Spice.
Surf laundry detergent. Yeah, and they're all pulling ads off of Facebook because Facebook refuses to address its white supremacy problem.
Man, good for them, I guess. I mean, like, it's not gonna stop. 100 groups called President Trump is going to stop the Antifas from just, burning down your local Golden Corral. But maybe it's a good gesture. Maybe. Maybe.
I mean,
Do you think that they just realized also that maybe social media ad spending doesn't really do jack shit? And so, like, it doesn't really work the same way that they were thinking.
Ding,
about?
ding, 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 ding. I'm with Kelton on this one. They would not pull out money had it not been for, like... It's the same reason why Gillette did that whole, like, Me Too commercial.
Don't be
It's
a
because
rapist.
It's because they knew that it would be a net positive. Like, it would only bring attention to the brand. So by them pulling out and probably like wink nudging fucking like CNN or whatever to let them know that, oh, we pulled out of Facebook, it's only going to bring more recognition to the company. Like, we're doing it right now, but like, we're being critical.
But I mean,
Yeah.
fucking. I hope at least, Mark Zuckerberg does not listen to this podcast.
What if he does?
If he does, Mark, if you're listening, okay,
fuck
actually,
yourself.
yeah, go fuck yourself. But specifically for banning me for like a fucking month once for posting that picture of Ajit Pai getting railed by a bunch of telecom companies. Fuck you, dude. I am holding that vendetta deep in the cold cockles of my heart.
certainly there is something to be said about advertising being like the greatest lie sold to companies in the 21st century.
I mean, we've all seen Don Draper, that show.
Yeah.
Don Draper.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
And certainly
Don
there,
Draper show.
certainly there is certainly
starring Don Draper.
there is something
I'm gonna keep interrupting you.
Oh, hi, kids. I'm Don Draper.
I sure didn't come away from World War II traumatized. Why is he goofy? Why is he goofy?
No, it's World War II veteran Goofy.
That's
I see demons when I sleep.
He fought in World War II. Oh no, he took shrapnel to the head and now he talks like Goofy. He took a Nazi bullet to the dome and now he sounds like a cartoon dog.
He went off to war like, oh, I don't think it is actually rather pretentious of us to think that a second type of wave invasion would that work, but
And his first word in the hospital waking up was garsh.
oh, gosh, oh.
That's a good Goofy, man.
Oh, thank you.
I think just us being from Texas, we can just summon that at will.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Just think
Just a
about
little
that like one cousin that isn't allowed at the family reunion and
Because
channel
they keep
him.
trying to fuck everybody.
uh,
I'm like, listen, buy me a drink first.
You don't know no better. Oh, God.
horrible.
We completely took that story away from Zach.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
I don't have a way to turn Goofy's World War II endeavors. I mean, like,
Brain
Antifa's out there. Antifa's out there defacing Civil War Civil War cemeteries, I really, I gotta say, nothing is going to make me angrier at the movement than if they deface Goofy's the resting place of Goofy.
Goofy's
his
fucking
World War
gravestone
II
'cause he died.
his World War II gravestone.
Oh,
Okay.
man. The third extremely goofy movie was, in fact, not incredibly goofy.
Can you imagine?
An extremely tragic movie.
It's Goofy's face at the that monument to the unknown soldier.
Oh god!
Oh my god!
Just him like whispering quietly, like while running his fingers across the tombstone, just like "Make tonight the last night, Jerry."
Oh god.
We're having too much fun with this.
Yeah, and when Goofy came out and said that and said that that Facebook is pushing lies, and the Trump campaign is being paid by Russia to get us to vote for Trump instead of Hillary. That was when we realized we had to put him down. That we didn't want him to do as all our other favorites have done in the year 2016 and outed themselves as horrible libs.
Well, I mean,
wanted
like
him to end-
Goofy really seems like he would be like a QAnon guy. Like,
yeah, I was
through
gonna
and through.
say.
That's why we
third
put him down in
extremely goofy
2016.
movie- Or wait, no, it's a goofy movie, an extremely goofy movie,
a
and
Goofy
then
movie. There we
a
go.
goofy movie. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, the third one is just like Max moves back in with his ailing dad. Well, partly because it's impossible for Max to get a job because I don't know what he fucking studied in an extremely goofy movie. Very little, I had to guess.
Architecture, Leaning Tower of Pisa didn't quite pay the bills like he thought.
Yeah. Turns out that's a concept you can't really, you can't capture the magic again. But yeah, so he moves back in with his ailing World War II vet dad. Don't ask about the timeline too much here. And yeah, just kind of watches as he goes about his day, puttering around, posting in his groups. He comes with him to a rally, and there's a bunch of other cartoon animal people there, just like George Soros is good.
Oh
Get
yeah.
up our country.
Fucking that Pete guy would absolutely be like a total MAGA
Pete's
chap.
absolutely. Yeah, he's for sure a MAGA guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, this is a rich, fertile ground that I'm sure once, in 2 years will get us in the Disney death camps. But yeah.
Does that make
Goofy
Powerline
does
like the R. Kelly of the Goofy universe?
No.
I don't know who Powerline is.
From the Goofy movie.
He's the Michael Jackson
right.
of the universe.
Yeah, Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
Prince inspired kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
Does
yeah,
Powerline is gay?
Goofy asks why on earth we would cancel Tropic Thunder and the Simple Jack movie when he is also just a stereotype that is ableist.
Gosh. We're all goofy today. I'll tell you that much.
Oh man, and there's nobody more goofy than the Texas Republicans who are moving forward with their state
My
convention
God,
in
Zach.
Houston.
The goofment.
Yeah, we have to stop. It's never gonna end. It's not gonna end. I don't know enough about Disney.
It's not even just about Disney. It's
about our veterans,
hyper-specific.
goddammit.
I can't make this many puns. I just can't do it. I'm not one of those homosexuals. I'm not.
If I may Clarabelle the situation here, that's Goofy's cowboy from old cartoons, right? I don't remember.
Yep, you nailed it. Yeah,
Cool,
Clarabelle
good.
Cow.
Thank you for Googling that for me.
My God.
Okay, yes. Texas Republicans, are they bad? See what the experts have to say.
His actual birth name is George G. Keefe. It's a speech impediment that he's called himself Goofy. His last name is Keefe.
I'm dying, dude. I'm fucking dying.
God,
This is the worst episode we've ever recorded.
this is despicable.
Is everyone sober?
No! Why would I for the Goofy to struggle with Goofy's trials
No, I was
and
gonna.
tribulations?
I was just wondering because if you were sober, I would be like, Bo, you need to be on something next time we record.
I need therapy.
We're all gonna need therapy after this episode.
But yes,
Okay.
GG Goof.
Stands for
George-
gang goof.
George-
There we go.
Gang
Oh my
Gang
God.
Goof.
Oh my
Gosh. His full name has also been occasionally given as Goofus D Dog.
Yeah.
that kind of slaps, actually.
When he said, "Hey dog, you want to do a Republican convention?" And
There
he
we
said,
go.
"I don't see why not." Especially, since the cases are going down.
You'd have to be a real goof to.
No, just stop. Just
You'd
stop.
have to be
Just
You'd
stop.
have to be a real goof to.
One might say
You'd
that
have
the
to be a real
organizers
goof. Yeah.
are at
I'm
max
begging
goof.
you, please.
They're at max goof right now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Texas Republican Convention in Houston is happening.
It's still apparently happening according to Abbott, according to the asshat,
Yeah.
Greg Asshat, our lovable
Governor.
governor.
Used in the biggest possible fucking air quotes.
Yeah, everything that everyone is talking about at the convention is talking about. It's that meme that's going around like, oh well, if 6 feet is effective, then why the masks? If the masks are effective, why 6 feet? If both are effective, then why no large gatherings?
If the Axe body spray is effective, why wipe my ass? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Bo is living the truth right now.
I'm living
Bo
my
was
truth, not everyone's
yeah. Bo
truth.
was 14, like not so long ago. So the the memory is vivid for him.
Well, I want y'all to remember that the math is in, and all the contact tracing that's happening. All of the spread that's currently happening is from Memorial Day weekend, Mother's Day, and people like the soft reopening that we did. Almost none of the current spread is linked to the protests.
Well, yeah,
You can track
happening in
because the
Texas.
places that reopened have COVID, and the places that did not reopen early do not.
Exactly.
I know
Yeah.
this is hard for your fucking that same cousin that's not invited back to family reunions to figure out, but they are active on Facebook, so they should know better. Tell them
Yeah.
better.
It's really great to see that nobody's gonna read anything. Also, I don't know if y'all are interested at all in other events that are happening that are still happening. Say the Renaissance Festival.
Oh hell yeah, that is a little too on the nose. The fact that they want to reopen the Renaissance Festival when there's an actual fucking plague happening.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Every fucking steampunk glue some fucking cogs to my top hat and call it a day dude is gonna show up as a plague doctor and think he's the fucking Rick and Mortyest guy in the room, and it's like, you know what? Do your thing, pal.
See, here's the thing. So the Renaissance Festival is happening in San Antonio, and I am a former theater kid, and I got to tell you that and San Antonio is where my family is from, and these are two things that I would never ever want to do. But it's
I
a
was
micro
misunderstanding the theater kid thing at first.
right. It's a
San Antonio, home of the theater kid.
It's a microcosm of things that are part of my past that I never ever want to visit again.
Yeah, this seems like a bad fucking David Lynch directed a fucking I'm naked at school nightmare for you.
I do love though that the Renaissance Festival's in San Antonio. That think of a more picturesque place. You getting a weird turkey leg next to a really smelly river.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's historical.
It
Those
is
smells
historical.
Are the smells of the era.
Oh, they could pretend it's Venice.
Perfect.
There
you go.
Like a weird Mexican
man.
Venice.
Yeah, exactly. Venice, but there's it's all strip malls. What the fuck? This entire city is strip malls.
That's what the Riverwalk is, right?
Yeah, it's just strip mall. When I went, it was small. This was over 20 years ago now that I went. When I went, it was small little shops, little tienditas and stuff, and you would get Day of the Dead things and Mexican bread. But now it's gentrified.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
now
it's all-
like
it's
a
all
fucking
restaurants.
Hacksun and yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, just,
lots
yeah.
of. I feel like you go there to get Oakleys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like 90% of fucking, other than like the part of the city that's the city, like every other city in Texas, it's just outlet malls.
Yeah, the only place that's good for like that stuff you're talking about, Dennis, is actually New Mexico. A lot of the like towns there are basically survive off of people driving through and going to like ski in the mountains in New Mexico.
Oh, don't I know it? Because one of the places that we stopped by while on our way to San Antonio was a Bigfoot museum, and I believe it was in New Mexico.
That
Nice.
rules.
Yeah, I love New Mexico hippies. They're fucking great. Politics there not great, but at least it's not as bad as Arizona. So
Needs improvements.
Needs
needs improvement. So, same with Texas. Like, what do we have that's happening in Texas? All of the fucking what's shutting down? They're shutting down all the Apple stores here again because we've had another spike. Funny, all of the Apple stores that were opening, I think, that are now shutting down again are all in Houston. So
Hell yeah.
I love going out and shopping right now. At least people are like wearing masks again. I mean, I try to go to small grocery stores still, but like,
Who
holy
is
shit.
doing fucking brick and mortar style shopping at a time like this? Like,
well,
my
what
God.
I find even weirder is why are you doing that? Like there are like 5 different computers you can get from an Apple store. As an Apple user, I know that you could just there's only like marginally different things between each of these. Like, why do you
ship it
need
to you for free,
Why do you
like-
need to touch the iPad? You know what it is. It's an iPad.
But is
Yeah.
it
Dennis,
new?
if I had to guess, you may be one of the few Apple users who does know that.
I gotta say, like, a lot of
I'm
what
gonna get a
Apple
bunch
keeps.
of fucking dudes who use their fucking $4,000 computers just for Adobe Premiere in my mentions now, but it's worth it.
Oh man, what Apple has their stores for is for boomers who don't want to wear masks to come in and say, "Help, my phone can't Google things," and then those people that are underpaid then show them that they can in fact Google things.
I'm
on
sorry,
an
Zach,
Apple
those
iPhone.
geniuses who are underpaid. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
sorry. The Genius Bar tells them they aren't referred to as human beings, as individuals. They are the Genius Bar. Hello, I am the Genius Bar. How can I help you today?
God, have you? Okay, so here's the thing. I've tried to get hired at Apple a couple of different times because they're a couple near me, and they pay well and they have insurance. That's great. You basically have to audition.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
You have to. Yes.
God, that sucks.
Please elaborate, because this sounds like absolute just hogwash. This sounds like it fucking sucks.
Like you need to not only prove your aptitude with Apple products, but you also basically need to show that you can act. Like you.
Hi, my name is
and
Dennis, and I'll be reading for the part of Genius Bar. Thank you.
And you also might get hired doing part-time as someone who puts on a because they do workshops there for people who are learning how to use their Apple products, so you have to act and it's a very. The only other time that I've heard someone having to do this is because I never got beyond that thing. I never actually went in to do the acting thing, but it's it's basically getting hired at Disney. You do have to put on a part, you have to memorize lines, and you have to show in some cases you have to have a demo reel for them.
do not bring up Disney. Not on this episode.
Oh, you know who I think you could audition for, Dennis?
I actually
Or,
you have no idea how hard it is to be one of those heads at Disney.
I can't
Oh yeah.
fucking imagine.
Oh, that shit's fucking because you have to always be on. Then you're wearing your head, and you have to be multi-talented. You have to be able to juggle and do all sorts of acrobatics, and you have to be
the heads
perfect
are
outside of work.
Yeah, the heads are harder roles to get sometimes, and they're definitely more grueling. The princesses, they use our semi-legal tactics that we have here in California for discrimination for hiring. You're not going to ever get a fat Mulan. because it's an acting part. Like, but like, or like, you know, you're never going to get like, you know, a black Ariel because it's an acting part.
I was gonna say.
Actually, you might get a black Ariel.
Tiana, yeah.
You might get a black Ariel because the new live action is going to have a black Ariel. But I understand the larger point being.
Oh, that slaps.
Right. No, but no, they still, because that's Disney Live. It's not going to count. They never would. It was like 3 years ago. Men could finally have mustaches at Disneyland. That worked there.
I fucking guarantee you that was because like Walt Disney was somehow convinced that like mustaches were a Jewish ploy to turn men homosexual.
Which is weird because he had a mustache. But no, it was.
I mean, it works on me. I don't know about you guys.
God, I'm gonna have to shave these mutton chops then.
Ooh.
Get my chances. No, but yeah, you know, questionably legal hiring practices over at Disney and Apple. Who knew?
You don't say. Yeah. Wow. Damn.
Never
Wow,
meet your
this-
heroes, kids.
Yeah. I was gonna say this really shakes my, you know, otherwise very sound admiration of both those corporations. So,
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I was just going to cuddle up with a nice iPad product and watch some of, like, Goofy's original cartoons from the early 40s, because I'm sure those
have
age
aged
well. Yeah,
beautifully.
exactly.
He was a very different man before the war. I'll tell you that much. Why are we continuing this bit? It sucks.
Because it continues to apply in every stage of life. Every other podcast is still, like, riding the curtails of that one fucking joke from, like, 9 months ago about getting
So you're saying
Joker-fied.
we're doing Goofy T-shirts? Okay, cool, great.
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
goof-pilled.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm gonna play. When I said I wanted to, that I'm really into fur, I didn't mean that I am a furry now. I meant that I'm going to be a fur character at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too. They're in Florida and California. That's fucked up.
They
Like, it's
those
hot,
are
is the point I'm making. It's not just fucked up that they're in those states. Well, although
they have they're air conditioned.
The suits are air
Air-conditioned
conditioned?
suits.
Yeah, there's a way to condition, like, yeah, they're climate controlled inside of there. Otherwise, you would have people dying more often.
Literally dying.
well,
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, if you've made it this far, you know, hopefully it's been air conditioned for you the whole time.
Ooh.
But you are a true comrade. We want to thank you for sticking around. We would like to shout out all of our patrons, especially Scott for contributing to our dialectical tier, and Spencer, David, and Adelaide for contributing to our Devil's Advocate tier. You'll help the show keep plugging along. Let us know how you liked our latest Patreon exclusive, Un-American Tradition. Remember, if you want to become a patron, you can do that for just $1. And you can give another $4 to a bail fund because protests are still happening and progress is being made slowly but surely as you know, companies attempt to pacify us by doing things like refusing to call master bedrooms because it's racist. So defund the police, abolish policing, and check out the rest of our stuff. What all is everyone else working on?
my Goofy impression. The other Patreon episode will be up before this episode comes out. Fingers crossed. And then we got another one later in the week. So Goof and I open for that. Am I right? Am I right, fellow
boy.
goof heads?
Just
This
picturing
is the bit now. This is our angle.
the
is
Illuminati
Goofy
eye, but
committing
it's
to.
just Goofy breathing behind him like a keyhole. Jesus Christ. I love it. I love it. Let's see. I'm working.
I don't.
I mean, you know, majority rules. It's okay. Like, oh, if we let what amused white people but offended minorities stop us, this country would have gone nowhere, Dennis. Come on now.
If
Have
only.
to
Holy
think.
shit. The world would be a much better place, actually, now that you say that. Damn.
Yeah.
Like the are you telling me the fucking raison d'etre for fucking, you know, genocide and like imperialism like across this country's entire history was the fucking Minions movie?
I mean, it might as well be.
Because
At
yes,
this point.
that is the case. That's what we've been building up to. That's where we peaked as a culture.
Minions. Good. Well,
Yeah, I'll stop
good
taking
thing.
up space
All
here.
of our projects that we're working on, not as good as Minions. So
No.
Kelton, whatever you're working on right now, fuck you.
Scrap it.
That's
yeah,
right.
Eat shit.
go get to work on making me another Minions movie. I'm thinking Baby Groot, but make it Baby Gru. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Damn.
I'm sure that'll be a
not
thing.
yet.
No,
But,
didn't they do? Wasn't that the latest movie?
No.
You're shitting me.
Gru?
Minions babies is a fucking
No,
real thing.
wasn't like Groot young in the latest movie? Like
They've
the
shown
Might
him
just
as
be
a
confusing that
kid.
with Boss Baby. I don't know.
Oh God, he was. No.
Was
Yeah,
it?
wasn't
They
that the
have
whole
shown
thing?
him as a baby. The Rise of Gru was the 2020 Minions trailer. I forgot that this movie happened because this was like,
Has it even?
COVID.
Oh God. Oh God.
I don't think it's come out yet.
This is why
Okay.
I don't record near a loaded firearm.
Christ.
All right.
Yeah, it's Baby Gru. So, Kelton, what else do you have?
I mean, working on the project, a little fun little side project to add to the PDG universe. Also, check out Sports Radio 1917 on Thursdays. What about you, Zach?
Woohoo.
What's hip and happening?
Oh, we are streaming tonight, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All of our streams happen, and I believe Kelton's streams happen then as well. Tuesday night, Friday night. We're thinking about adding a third night.
Yeah.
We have some. We're trying to get more guests on. We're trying to do some more stuff. So, get ready for our goofy react content because
say
we are
that word.
goofy and we react
You-
to content.
Come on, man. You can't just say the G word. That's our thing.
Yeah. No.
Aw.
Bo and I now have a word.
Yeah.
That's ours. How dare you? I didn't spend 4 years in clown college just so that way that
Jesus, yeah. Check out our streams. Let us know if you have things you want us to do on stream. So better take this old hound out back, Kelton.
All right. They say that QAnon is the next American religion, but I just like to view it as my aunt's version of Scientology. All right, y'all. Deuces.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/Psychic Dolphin Garage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJ Dean.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter insignia. We gotta abolish ICE, we gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs, the globe stands in astonishment. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.